Hi and welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa, I'm the car boot crafter and I'm on a bit of a roll with Flower Soft here. I guess this is what happens when you rediscover something you haven't done for ages. So in my last video I made the little bouquet of flowers using Flower Soft, and this time I remembered that I had loads of these little pots. You have to fussy cut them out, and I'm not the best at fussy cutting, but yeah, so I thought maybe I could do something with the pots. I haven't done a pot for a while. So I've got loads of little flowers in there, and I've cut up some card and that, so I thought, why not make a card? So I've got a DL card. This is an 8x8 card folded in half. So I've made a DL. Is it DL? Yeah, long card anyway. And I'm just gonna, I've got some really nice pattern. That's a paper rather than a card. So I'm gonna glue that on. And I just, do you know what? I've just been on such a roll with this. Like I said in the very first video, I think this is my third video on Flower Soft. In the first video, I mean, I was literally tidying up my room, opened a drawer to, you know, what's in there, can I put anything in it? Found the Flower Soft and thought, you know what, maybe I should have a look at that. And I did, and it's just been a roll, you know. I've got so many ideas for it, and I'm just really enjoying rediscovering something that I haven't done for absolutely ages. So I've put that down, and then I've got a piece of card that I'm going to put on there as well. I've cut it slightly, so there's 1 centimetre, half an inch between the DL card and the paper, and then I've cut this so that it's 3/4, no, that's an inch, isn't it? An inch on the width, so it just gives it a taller look and shows off the paper at the back as well. So I'm just going to lay that down as well, and then I'll show you how to do the pots. I mean, years and years ago, and I still haven't checked to see whether you can still buy Flower Soft or not. It's just, I've just been too busy in the craft room, and it's really weird. It's like somebody's turned a tap on and my brain has got all these ideas of how to use it again. So funny where your inspiration comes, isn't it? So that's there like that. And also I thought, just to kind of break that border up, something else I haven't used for ages. Do you remember peel-offs? So I thought, you know, I've got some of these peel-offs that are just lengths of, well, what is it? It's like a sticky silver. Gold, sorry, this is gold. So I thought, just to break that edge up, let's lay that down all along that edge, rather than, and it's just a bit different from matting and layering, isn't it? Because we're always matting and layering onto silver or gold, or, you know, something like that. And I thought, you know what, this is just a little bit different. So there's that. Oh, it's stuck to my fingers, and I want to put one the other side as well. So let's turn that round and get another one. And I mean, it's ages since I've used peel-offs as well, and I used to use these loads. Isn't it funny how things come and go? I'm just going to tidy up that end. I don't like it like that. I want to start at the first bit. Isn't it funny how things come and go? They fall in and out of fashion, and we just sort of forget about them. And then I used to use peel-offs all the time as well. I think everybody did, didn't they? Everybody was using peel-offs, and I've still got a ton of peel-offs in the drawer. Another drawer full of something that I'm hardly using. So let's get rid of that tiny little bit, and it just sort of breaks up that the border between the cream card and the patterned card at the back, without having to you know, mat and layer onto it. So that's the base so far. So, and then, so these are the different pots that I can choose from. And I've got another one which is a bit more contemporary, but I quite liked the sort of the urn look, the sort of Grecian pot look. So what you do with these is these that will go on there, but to give this some dimension, you just sort of bend it a little bit. And the smaller ones I used to bend around my fingers, so these sorts of ones I'll just bend around my finger. This one, it's wider, so I'm going to use my bone folder just to create a sort of a curve on it, so that we get a bit of dimension on this as well, like that. And then you can hot glue if you want. I always did used to use wet glue, and I guess because I always did, that's what I'm still doing. So wet glue around the edges like that, and then just sort of lay it down like that, and sort of pinch those edges so that they just sort of sit on there, so that the glue can catch, but it's still a bit raised. So the base of it I'm going to have quite flat, so I can push that into the card, so that'll stick nice and easy. And then the urn bit will just, it'll grab in a minute. Perhaps I should have used my other glue, but I just grab whatever's close to hand. And then, so I've done some more of these flowers, and I'm not quite sure, so I've got these ones, but I've also done some just green, so that I've got a bit of foliage on there. So I've got these. So, and I think I'm not going to bend these too much. I think I'm going to keep these ones quite straight. On the bouquet, when I did the bouquet, I bent them quite a lot, but I think I'm going to keep these fairly straight so that they stand up. So I'm going to get my glue, and again you can use oh, what do you call it, gel. I know what I mean, I can't think what it's called. You can use like a gel, or you can just use you can use your hot glue gun if you want. So I'm going to put so those are the green ones, so I've sort of spaced them out. Let's move those out the way so you see. So I've spaced them out a little bit like that, and the tops, it's only the bottom that's going to stick, the tops aren't going to stick. So I'm going to put some more glue under there, and it does seem a bit overkill, but this is really good thick card, so it can take it. And then I'm just going to just sort of arrange them as natural looking as I can, without bending too much. I'm going to put a little bend into that, but not too much, because I want it to sort of stand proud like that. Move this out the way, that out the way, and just keep adding them like that. And the glue, because I've put quite a lot of glue in there, that will just catch on the bottom of the stems. So you've got quite a nice spread of flowers, and then you've got that little bit of green that just sort of breaks it up a bit. And if you're feeling that it's not going to stick, and I'm not sure this one will because that's getting a bit thick, then what you can do is put the glue on the stem, then put the stem in, and you just kind of create this bunched effect. I don't even know how many of these I had when I started off. So you've got quite a nice sort of spread of flowers, and you end up quite dimensional, because sometimes they end up like those ones, lifting a little bit. And I've got on your birthday, so I'm going to put those on dimensions as well. So I'll put that in the middle, I think. 1, 2, 1 in the middle, like that. Really quick and simple. Once you've got all these, I'm going to make some more up. Once you've got those already, things come together so quick and easy. I think the longest part preparing for this card was actually the fussy cutting of the pot. So I'll pop that on there. I'm going to off center. I could put it in the middle, but I think off centering it is going to be the way to go. I'm going to pop that there. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some little spots of glue in that corner. And I've got my Flower Soft. So where did I put my, there we go, 1 sec. Because I wasn't thinking of doing this, but now I am. I'm just going to put a sprinkle into that corner of Flower Soft. And I'm just going to gently tap it so that it's got contact. I'm going to bring it over, I think, a little bit. Like that. A little bit down like that. Let's put some more on. Ooh, proper crafting. So, love it when you just kind of come up with ideas when you're in the middle of a project, and it just sort of works. Again, let's pop that. Let's gently pat that. Put a little bit more just to thicken it up a little bit, just to give it a bit more dimension. I wasn't going to do this, and then just suddenly I thought, right. Oh gosh, the only problem with doing that is that these have rolled, haven't they? It's the tapping, I guess. Perhaps I should have done this, should have done that first. Right, okay. So let's pop that back in there. Like that. And then I can straighten those up again, because the glue obviously hadn't grabbed just yet. That was from over this side. That's travelled a bit. Right, separate them out a little bit like that. That's quite a tall one, so I want that one sort of in the middle, like that and that. I'm going to put a little bit more glue under there. I know it seems like a lot, but it is the narrow nozzle, so it's not that much going in there. And actually, I'm going to put a little bit on the corners of the pot, like that. Put a tiny little bit on there. A tiny little pinch on this side, just so as it looks like the flowers are kind of cascading over the side a bit, like that. And let me hold those while I tap that off. So we end up with a little bit of flowers down the side. Actually, I'm going to go down the side. Why not? A little pinch on there. Just very carefully. Sprinkle it on. That bit doesn't want to crumble up. So I would normally leave that to dry before I tapped it off. But there you go. So I really like that now. I really like it. And I think that having the little bit of gold down the side really does kind of set everything else up. What do you think? Oh, and the insert. I'm not going to put the insert in, but I found these and I thought they were such fun. So it's all about, these are flower soft as well. So I've got things like happy birthday, you will always be top of the pots. So that links in very well with having a pot. And there are pots and pots of friends, but there's only one like you. Happy birthday, hope you have pots of fun. Which one do you think I should go with? What do you think? Well, not with the get well, because it is for a birthday card. So not the get well. What do you think? There are pots and pots of friends, but there's only one like you. What do you think? Or do they go with the happy birthday, you will always be top of the pops? What do you think? To go on the inside like that. Anyway, let me know in the comments below which one you think I should use. And I'll see you all in the next video. I'm going to leave this alone now and give that time to dry. Anyway, speak to you soon. Take care. I might even do another flower soft video. What do you think? Wow, really enjoying this. Take care. Bye for now.